Bottom line theories. What are the theories of CSR? The present practice of corporate social responsibility has been depicted and informed by three CSR theories: the stakeholder theory of CSR, the business ethics theory of CSR, and the shareholder value theory of CSR. Corporate social responsibility. The applied name CSR view is that corporations are members of the moral community. Instead of separating them from society as Friedman would, they are viewed as citizens in the world. They have responsibilities that are analogous to those of other members of the moral community, and these responsibilities fall into four groups. Number 1, economic responsibility. Number 2, legal responsibility. Number 3, ethical responsibility. And number 4, philanthropic responsibility. Triple bottom line in economics, they believe na companies should commit to focusing as much as on social and environmental concerns as they do on profits.
There are four types of responsibility that the CSR had. The first responsibility is the economic, meaning ensuring that there is an economic benefit, are responsible to make money and ensuring that there is a profit. The second responsibility is the legal, obviously obeying the law. Legal responsible person means one who has a legal obligation under the provisions of state law to care for and make decisions for an individual. And the third responsibility is the ethical, means doing the right thing, not because of the law, but doing it because you have and you know the ethics, and choosing the right one. We have to be a humane, not just a human, doing right purely from the heart.
Philanthropic responsibility. From the word itself, philanthropic, which means organization or a person that is helping other people by giving financial support. So, philanthropic responsibility, ito yung voluntary na ginagawa or voluntary na responsibility ng isang business to contribute to the society or to the community where they exist in. So, it is not requested by the law. Ito yung parang, ito yung voluntaryong ginagawa ng isang business. Voluntary activities, voluntary projects na ginagawa nila para sa society, para sa mga tao na nasa paligid nila, kung nasaan sila. So, the next is triple bottom line theory, which means it focuses on sustainability. Dati, the business leaders, they think that the bottom line is profit lang. But then, ngayon, nag-isip sila, nag-add sila ng their accounting framework. They add social sustainability and environmental sustainability. Ito yung profit, the planet, and the people. So, yun yung pinofocus ng triple bottom line.
The triple bottom line theory focuses on sustainability and they have a three independent scales. The first one is economic sustainability. The economic sustainability must focus on the long term because this is the nature of a persistent company, a decision which creates an economic boon in the short term, like the fourth law, but causes long-term harm would like reduce this bottom line to such a degree that the action will be untenable. In a business, ang economic sustainability is focuses on the long-term profit. It helps business to understand that the long-term sustainability of an organization required more than just a financial equity, but can cause a long-term harm, pwede rin bumaba yung bottom line such a degree. The next one is social sustainability. The social sustainability gives precedence on the balance of economic power in the society. competition in the business arena is common and encourage behavior, but maximizing the bottom line social terms requires that the business foster an environment in which all can succeed. Sa social sustainability naman daw po is nagbibigay ng precedents upang mabalance yung economic power ng isang society. Sa lahat ng business is makaka-encounter naman tayo ng competitors is yung most common sa mga business, yung mga competition. But yung maximizing the bottom line in social term is required siya upang maging succeed ang isang business. But in the big picture, it is better for a whole society to thrive than for one single corporation to thrive.
Environmental sustainability, the last part of a triple bottom line theory. This bottom line refers to the sustainable environmental practices ng isang company. So, ina-achieve nila na dapat hindi nila ma-harm yung environment o yung mga tao na nasa paligid. So, they reduce their ecological footprint. They carefully manage their energy consumption. Also, ni-reduce nila yung pag-manufacture ng waste na makaka-harm sa planet natin or sa mga tao na nasa paligid. So, ito yung bottom line na kailangan minimize yung environmental impact.
Key takeaways. The triple bottom line aims to measure the financial, social, and environmental performance of a company over time. The TBL consists of three elements: profit, people, and the planet. TBL theory holds that if a firm looks at its profits only, ignoring people and the planet, it cannot account for the full cost of doing business. Understanding the triple bottom line. The full cost of doing business. In finance, when we speak of a company's bottom line, we usually mean its profits. Air Kingston TPL framework advances the goal of sustainability in business practices, in which companies look beyond profits to include measures.
TBL theories wants your company or business to not only focus on your profits, but also pay more attention in environmental and social. If you only focus on profits, then your business will not run at its full cost. According to TBL theories, these three bottom lines are the ones you should follow. First is profit. This is the traditional measure of corporate profit, the profit and loss account. Your business will not run properly if you have not profit. You need to earn profits for your business to boom. Then, people. This measures how socially responsible an organization has been throughout its history. Of course, you need people to buy your products. This will measure if the products that you have can give satisfaction to your consumers. Then lastly, planet. This measures how environmentally responsible a firm has been. Some of business ensures that their product will benefit the environment. For example, the Starbucks. They make coffees that are not harmful in our environment and use cups or utensils that are eco-friendly.
It is important and at the same time normal that the company are operating and prioritizing of making more profit to make sure that their financial matters is stable and at the same time sprouting. But it is also important and to keep in mind to consider the social environment impact or balance as of those financial gain. So as much as you love your company, as much as you care of producing more profit, making more profit, you must also be a responsible business company that efficiently gain benefits for addressing the negative impacts that our environment and society might have in the near future.
The challenge of applying the triple bottom line. The first challenge is measuring the TBL. A key challenge of the TBL, according to L. Kempton, is the difficulty of measuring the social and environmental bottom lines. The TBL is an accounting framework that incorporates three dimensions of performance: social, environmental, and financial. This differs from traditional reporting frameworks. Mixing inverse element. It can be difficult to switch gears between priorities that can seemingly antithetically, like maximizing individual financial returns while also doing the greatest good for society. The idea of inverse element generalizes the concept of negation, the institution of the element that can undo the effect of combination with another given element. Preposition of ignoring the TVL framework. There can be their preposition of ignoring the TVL in the name of profits. There will known example of these are the destruction of the rainforest, exploitation of labor, damage of the ozone layer. The first is the rainforest destruction. The immediate cause of rainforest destruction are clear. The main cause of total clearance are agricultural and in areas. The second is exploitation of labor is the act of using power of a systematically extract more value from workers than is given to them. It is a social relationship based on an asymmetry of power between workers and their employees. The third and last is damage of the ozone layer. Atmospheric ozone absorbs ultraviolet radiation from the sun, particularly harmful UV light.
Here are some examples of companies that subscribe to TVL or similar concepts. Axion Structural Innovation, privately held at Zanesville, Ohio, is known for its commitment to sustainability. Ang Axion Structural Innovation ay kilala bilang world leader in innovative structural composite solutions for industry. Ang Axion Structural Innovation ay nagpo-focus sa paggawa ng product na tough, durable, environmentally friendly, and sustainable para sa industry. Axion builds railroad ties and filings using recycled plastic bottles and industrial waste instead of standard-made wood, steel, and cement. Axion makes sure that they are stronger, more durable, and longer-lasting. Next one is Ben & Jerry's. Ben & Jerry's is the ice cream company that made conscious capitalism central to its strategy. As stated on the website, Ben & Jerry's is founded on and dedicated to a sustainable corporate concept and linked prosperity. Ben & Jerry's is an ice cream company that manufactures ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sorbet.
So, the Lego Group, a toy production company that is based in Billund, also best known for manufacture of Lego brand toys, it consists of interlocking plastic brick, has decided to partnership with NGO, World Wildlife Fund, of efforts to reduce CO2 emissions in manufacturing and supply chain operations, and promote global action on climate change. Together with Worldwide Fund, the Lego Group has set ambitious targets to ensure more sustainable means of producing. By that, they would be able to improve their energy efficiency of producing Lego bricks by more than 12%, continuing to ensure 100% of energy consumption is balanced by production of renewable energy resources. So, Mars have been making chocolate and buying cocoa for more than 100 years, putting cocoa at the heart of their company's long heritage. It has been 4 decades since they started to work in collaboration with others to achieve sustainable cocoa production. What they try to deliver is create cocoa sector where human rights are respected. The environment seems very protected, and especially the farmers will have the opportunity to thrive.